Hey beloveds, I've been already asked about my impressions on my journey to the ancient land of Kemet, known now to most of us as Egypt. One of the first things that I can say because I'm still really processing all of the experiences, the energies, the journeys. And so what I shared with the group that I was with and the now brothers and sisters that I have been blessed to go on this journey with is that this was not a vacation. In fact, I was more exhausted than I have ever truly been in my life, even I could say childbirth, because this was an initiation. This was a pilgrimage. This was a reconnecting, a reclaiming, a rebirthing. And this was a surrender. And I know that that's just my feeling about it, but it was not a vacation. And how I know this to be true is because the unseen queens that had been dormant in my DNA have now reawakened. And I know I will never be the same from being on the rich soil and stream of the Nile, in ancient terms, Happy River. My feet touching the very lands that the queens and the kings walked. The energetic frequencies that were palpable, that I was able to touch and feel and know were just for me, has changed me literally from the inside out. And so I'm taking some time to process, and I can't wait to share with you what it means truly now during this, not only Black History Month, Age of Aquarius, but I have deemed, as I already shared, this is the year of the spiritual entrepreneur, but this is truly my rise into my queen era. The reason I can say this now is for years I thought it was very arrogant and, very self-promoting to call oneself, herself, a queen. But now, over the age of 50 plus, walking this path and having this sacred pilgrimage and initiation, truly initiation, going into pyramids deep, and riding on the Nile River, sleeping and dreaming and dancing on the Nile River have been life affirming and altering. But one of the things that surprised me the absolute most that I'm really taking in was something so simple and yet has been there for me for so long. And it is this two things really from this. So this is the scarab beetle, and you see it's this beautiful color blue. So as many of you know, I'm a proud triple Cancer. Now I recognize a quadruple Cancer. And in Dandara astrology, the crab once was the blue scarab. Remember that Marvel movie that came out recently, The Blue Beetle? It was based on the scarab of ancient Kemet. But what I really want to draw to your attention is this color blue. This color blue flows and grows in every single aspect of Egypt. And many of us have known about the very sacred and special blue lotus flower oil. But did you know about the blue Isis stone? The reason I've shown you all these different images of blue and how this is such a profound experience for me and how I tie this in with this little blue beetle is this is the color that I have painted on one wall in my bedroom. I always thought it was about the water, as I said, being that quadruple Cancer. But now I've come to find out it was the ancestral color. And when I walked through tombs and through temples and saw with my very own eyes this brilliant blue that has lasted thousands of years, I knew that this was why I had that color on my wall. And so, as I said, I'm still taking some time to process, and I'm also grieving as well. A few weeks ago, I sent out a request for prayer for one of my clients who was going through the experience of cancer. And on Monday or Sunday evening, the very night that I returned home from Kemet, she got her wings. And so I'm grieving, I'm processing, and I'm expressing and experiencing and elevating and evolving all at the same time. And so I'm looking forward to sharing more of this with you, what all this blue means, all the spices and the scents and all of that. And so stay tuned for more, because we are going into Women's History Month. And as I said, it is the beginning of my queen era, which I had been calling my ruby years. And so now I'm blending all of that together into luminous leadership and so much more. So stay tuned, beloveds. I've got a lot to share with you about my journey, about what it's meant to me, both mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and intuitively, and how it's going to support you for the rest of this year and beyond. And until next time, beloveds, Ashe.